Alrighty, folks. Hello and welcome to the Milwaukee Mile. My name is John Theodore, streaming live at twitch.tv/John_A_Theodore. Recorded version of this broadcast at youtube.com/John Theodore. Thank you very much for tuning in. I am starting 5th in the number 84 Pot Bangers Chevrolet Silverado. Pot Bangers is a local charity here in St. Louis that you know, holds charity events, feeding the homeless, things like that. So providing food to those who need it. Wonderful group. Check out more information on them at potbangers.org. Potbangers with a Z. So we got 125 laps here. I get 3 sets of tires, including the ones that I start with the truck on the truck. So that should actually be plenty for a race here. Tire wear doesn't seem to be too bad. And here we go. Green flag. Let's do this thing. Actually didn't end up getting a great restart. It's Gerald sliding down to the inside in front of me there. So I fall back to 6th early. Gerald and I were really close on speed in practice.
Yeah, the green came out like right away, Carl. 37.071.
All right, just riding here. 6th place is fine for right now. Nice and easy race. Looks like we will have to make one stop on fuel if it goes green the whole way. So I would plan on pitting right at halfway if it comes to that. But we'll worry about that later on. For right now, we're just riding. Any decisions about pitting will have to be made at a later date. I should have put rookie stripes on my truck like Reagan has, since I'm technically a rookie to this series in this league. Little contact there with Lide. He falls back. I'm up to 5th. That'll make the top 5 bettors happy. Christian Peterson setting sail. No surprise there. Jeremy Adams in 2nd.
31.8.
Also not a big surprise. He's been pretty good at the flat tracks in this series in particular, I think. I think Lide's got a little bit of left front damage after that contact with Richard Regan. Holding it low. 5th place. Taking a look to see if he'll blink. He did not. Lost a couple tenths there with that look. Try to get back to his bumper. Gerald Campbell is all over Jeremy Adams for 2nd now. Emperor J, how's it going?
31.7.
And Campbell takes the spot going into turn 1. Jeremy Adams trying the crossover. But nope, Campbell's got it. Gerald Campbell is just a very good race car driver. I just want to say that. You know, I met him running a National Series race at Thompson, where I was on his bumper for the duration of the race. Couldn't get past him. He invited me to the Ad Pro Challenger Series League that I'm in, and I've just been very impressed with how well he races. So shout out to him. Very, very good. Just quick. Tyler Dalton's moved up to the 6th spot. He is 2nd in the American Full Supply Truck Series point standings. With one win that happened at, that came at Dover. So I would like to stay in front of him. Love to get in front of Christian Peterson. I want to start getting some wins in this series. Dex Vinyl, how's it going? Morning. Part of the world you in, brother? It's nighttime over here. Tyler's closed up on my bumper now. Friday closing the door. Starting to feel it out a little bit. Like to get past him. I don't know if I've got anything for the next couple, but I do feel like I might be being held up just a little bit. Love to see what I can do with a little bit of clean racetrack right now. Tyler Dalton's probably thinking the same thing about both of us at this point.
31.871.
Letting that truck roll through the corner. Tyler got real close. He might be taking a look this time.
Inside.
Overdrove the corner a little bit there.
Clear, clear, clear.
Dang it. That was all the opening that he needed.
0.343.
Should have been more aggressive. Well, I was actually trying to defend, and it just slid wide. The lift there coming off before that hurt a lot. It cost me some momentum. This track's just a lot more calm when you aren't shifting. I'm not seeing any advantage to getting up high. It seems like trying to be right around the bottom and minimizing distance is the way to go, even with the inability to shift and get some better RPM. You're in the UK, Dex File? All right, 2:45 a.m. there. I do try to remember where everyone's located, but if I have to ask you a few times, you'll have to forgive me because it's a lot to try to keep rattling around in my head.
.954.
Tyler got to the inside of Lide there. And it looks like he's going to have the spot. There is not much that the guy on the outside can do from what it seems. If you're able to get to the inside, it's pretty well said and done. 18 laps complete. There's Bayham right behind me, and then it's a couple seconds back to Richard Regan Jr., who's recovered from his slide. It isn't really on my bumper right now. Might be just kind of a calm and leisurely race.
8-5.
It's at least, you know, it's fairly calm at the start of this thing. We'll see if that holds true as we go through. You seem to be a little bit quicker than the 22 right now.
31.914.
Although we're all pretty similar in time. Front three are definitely the quickest on the track. Now Gerald's lost second again. May have burned his stuff up running so hard early. Let's see, I need to make it to lap 63 to make this on one stop. So I'm actually gonna have to save a little bit of fuel to make it a one-stop race. I have a feeling that there's a really good chance this could go caution-free. It's a big wide track. It's pretty easy to drive if you're in fourth gear. We're gonna get really strung out. We've only got 17 trucks here tonight. And everyone in the league's pretty good, so I would not be surprised at all to see a caution-free race.
32.14.
Watched a caution-free Bristol race the other night. That is impressive. How many people were in it, Redsman? Or Redsman? .227. That felt pretty good.
32.142.
I feel like I'm going to be okay on fuel right now, just the way that I'm running. Want to make it to lap 63 if possible, which makes the second run a little easier. But if it's looking like it's really easy, then I might pit on lap 62 just to get that extra lap of fresh tire. The way that Light Eye is cutting into the corners, I feel like is going to burn his right front off over time. W Step, thank you for the host. Welcome to W Step's viewers. Really appreciate that. W Step's awesome. Very much into the, my method of doing things, paying it forward. Help those who have helped you and give help to those who are coming up in the same way that you were helped by others. All about that. All right. Can't even see the front couple guys anymore. Front three. Peterson's just gone. I can see this, second and third. So that battle is a good one. And then this battle here for fifth is a good one. Tyler Dalton has worked his way into kind of an isolated spot in fourth there. It looks like he might be closing down on third place with a chance of joining that battle at some point. Definitely a different feel here running the Milwaukee Mile versus some of the other races that we do in this league. Laps complete, about halfway through the run, quarter of the way through the race. A little bit more than halfway through the field run. Just little nudges. Not really trying to get him out of shape or do a bump and run. Just letting him know that I'm there and I'm faster. Isn't even really trying to hit him. But it's just, I'm rolling the center so much better than he is right now. Backed off, let him recover it. Is Peterson scraping the wall? I don't know what kind of line he's running. I'm not watching the broadcast, obviously. Oh, a lot of racing stripe, right, because the racing stripes make it go faster. I thought you meant Darlington stripes. Those kind of racing stripes.
.147.
All right. I was faster than Peterson 2 laps in a row. I don't believe it.
32.213.
Maybe he did burn up his tires though. I've been running it kind of easy. See, this long run could play into my hand.
32.234.
Lost a little bit of time to Lide there. He's turning it on now. I think the little bump that I gave him in the rear end woke him up. Because he's actually running down Tyler now.
0.399.
Tyler's running Gerald down. Overdrove that entry. That cost me some time. Tyler has run Gerald down. He's caught him.
32.452.
Not sure what Lide's figured out, but he's going a lot faster than me now. Alter my line a little bit. Yeah, lapped cars could be doing it. That would make some sense.
32.253.
Tyler Dalton gets by Gerald Campbell for third. I'm gaining on Gerald now, for sure. I think Bill Elliott Road in America is going to be fun. I love the throwback that he's going to be running there too. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
32.399.
Jacob Porter pitting in. He's clearly going on a two-stop strategy. I don't think that the Delta's enough to make a two-stop strategy viable, though.
32.472.
I think that the math works out better for the one-stopper. And honestly, the one-stopper probably wouldn't be possible if we were shifting. But because we're not shifting, it makes it viable. Using less gas.
32.395.
Got some lap traffic up ahead. Amy's Pilot, how's it going?
32.41.
I don't know who's going to sub for Wickens at Gateway. Hopefully no one. Hopefully he's able to make a quick recovery.
Yes, sir.
All right. 16 laps to go on fuel. So it's definitely enough fuel to make it. I'm going to probably pit at the conclusion of lap 62.
32.479.
I think everyone's going to be able to make it on fuel with one stop in the top 5, so I don't know that I'm going to gain a spot with this strategy or not. Opportunity to gain might come with short pitting potentially, but I don't know that I want to play that game.
32.574.
Main thing is I just need to make sure that my stop's really clean. Right, no mistakes on pit road. We got an opportunity here for a good solid finish. Good points.
32.574.
Just keep it clean, no mistakes. Got a shot at a top 5 here. Right now running 6th. There's a possibility of a top 5 if we can find a little bit of extra speed over the second half of the race. Gerald's really burned up his tires, I feel like.
32.499.
And Lyde found something, because he has run away from me now. Thanks, 90.
Outside. Go there. Clear. .656.
Please let me know when you're hitting in front of me like that. Come on. Hey, you're on fresh tires. You get it done right on the outside of me. No problem.
All right. So the 31 pitting. He's given up on doing it on one stop. Sorry if I'm not super responsive in chat. Oh, it's a given that he's not going to be able to race again this year, Cubivore? It's a thing, like right after something like that happens, all the news information, it's flowing so fast at this point.
32.48.
We're just getting all the info out. All right, so could I run 64 laps is the question. If I can, then I would theoretically want to pit lap 61. I think I'm probably going to want to stick to my plan though and pit at the conclusion of lap 62.
32.763.
Which is in about 7 laps. It says I've got 7 laps on fuel. I'd be pitting 5 laps from right now. So that's a good way to do it.
32.62.
Could actually make it to 64 based on this math, but it would be real close and I'd probably be running out coming off turn 4. I've had to save a little bit to get it this far.
32.664.
So I think I'm just going to stay on strategy. Not go too many games. So we'll be pitting in 3 more laps. Woohoo. Washed wide there. Didn't want to do that. Lost me 2/10.
Pitting.
Tyler's pitting at the end of 61, so he thinks he can go. He's going to short pit by a lap, so is Christian Peterson. I'm going to go 1 lap further.
I bring it, come on, hit this time, 32.612.
Just to be safe.
Pitting.
84 pitting.
Pitting. Pitting in. Pitting.
Having trouble, he's down the bottom. Car stops on the bottom. Leader, pit road. That's right, you're winding that thing up now.
All right. Let's get 4 tires and fuel.
Leader's on pit road.
Wow, the right front was at 52. I really burned mine off.
Go, man, go. Go. Good job, Andrew. Go. Hard.
Looks like I gained a little bit of time with my pit stop there, not a ton, but it's something.
Halfway next time. Keep it up. 57.336. Keep in your mark. Doing good.
And I held my position. Just lost half a second though to Gerald on that lap. Really want to take care of the right front on this run. Very important.
.371.
What did happen to Jeremy Adams? I don't know, but we're running 5th now. That's interesting. Anyone know what happened to the 89?
We know and don't be caring.
31.419.
You ran out of fuel.
Oh,
No fuel. My pit's off. Nothing registered on pit road.
oh no! See, that's what happens when you play games. I decided to go in the safe zone on that. I know I'm good to the finish.
31.449.
And I've got one more set of tires to use if we get a caution. All right.
31.68.
So the top two are flat gone. Might have a shot at a top 3 though. I love that I'm running top 5 now. Yep. Pit road mistakes will bite you. That's a shame. He was having a really good race. He's 16th now. It'll be interesting to see if he's able to recover to still get a decent finish. He'll probably be able to pass some of those guys who are running 2-stop strategies, potentially. I don't know how many laps he lost with that though.
31.606.
Gerald applying pressure to the 22. Brush at the wall. No harm, no foul there. Slid it a little bit there. I don't want to do that. That's hurting the tires and costing me time. Oh, he's 2 laps down now. That's going to be tough to recover from that. Not going to lie. It's not a guarantee that I'm going to have this top 5 either. I feel pretty confident about it, but I mean, looking at the timing sheet, Reese is closer than me to challenge for 5th than I am to Gerald to challenge him for 4th.
31.899. 39.6.
Porter, you're disappearing, buddy.
Trying to work slightly different lines. That didn't work well at all.
32.058.
Best line that seems to work is get it to roll right around the bottom. Use the rumble strip to make it turn a little bit and get a nice straight shot off the corner. Pedals a little bit. Trying to get the thing to rotate around the corner. Definitely a nice chill race. Uh-oh.
In front of you on the high side.
There's a caution.
Stay at the bottom, stay at the bottom.
Yeah.
Caution's out.
Oh, John, that was going to be fun.
Say again. Caution for it.
All right.
Good road.
We got 50 laps to go here.
You'll line up behind the 0, 6. You're going to have to come around and pace car. Should be starting behind the 0, 6.
So now the question is, do we pit? Yeah, I'm not thrilled with the idea of having to make a decision here. But I'm thinking throw that last set of tires on now. Even though these tires are only...
Pit road is open.
Let's see. There are only 9 cars on the lead lap. These tires are 15 laps old, but I don't think we're going to get another caution. So yeah, I'm going to use them now.
Alright, sounds going to be on the 03. Just single car spin in turn 3.
Mike's 14th with 80 to go. Nice.
Kyle, do I go around the pace car or just get behind the pace car? If you're getting the wave around, then you'll have to stay behind the pace car.
Guys, another thing just to be aware of, there's a lot of people back here.
You were
tires covered up.
Leader pitted.
As you're unloading the tires, getting about the wall, just double check the plug nuts, look them over real well.
Okay, I'll wait.
Kenny Lowry beat me out. Just save a little fuel since I didn't fuel her up. Want to make sure that I got enough to the end.
Alright, you're going to have to come around the 0, 3. Looks like you'll be lining up behind the 15 port.
Lowry may have taken 2. It's possible.
You're behind the 15
I just don't expect there to be another caution. So I'm not planning on coming to pit road for anything anyway.
Alright, you're going to have to come around the 48.
Alright, pay attention here. The restart
Alright, you're going to
box
have to come around the 89.
will be when the pace car makes a move to the pit lane to the double red lines on the outside wall. You'll see them
Alright, you're going to have to come around the 90.
right across from the pit entrance wall. We will go on leader, not on green flag. So if the green flag flies before the leader goes, we still wait for the leader. So when the pace car makes the move to pit road to those red lines right there you see on the wall.
Alright.
You need to, I believe we're going to need to delay this restart because
Oh, never mind, never mind.
Minute
Well,
0,
yeah, actually.
0.32.
I'm not sure. I don't know what the heck is going on out here.
You're restarting on the outside. All right. So the top 3 stayed out.
Remember, if the iRacing green flag
Which means
waves
we're in
before the
5th.
leader goes, we wait for the leader. The leader is the control car here. The
We're in
iRacing green
5th out of
flag
the guys that are on
waves
fresh
this
rubber.
track.
As you're running around out there, just take notice where the shade is on the racetrack.
Be 45 laps to go here. Pace car's in.
Green flag. Pace car's off. You ready? Get your side. 1 minute 1:25. 8, 9. Still there at your door inside. Still there.
That was messy.
Outside. Clear. 32.
No yellow.
6, 2. Sit, my man.
Now there's
You're
a
doing
yellow.
great job. Caution, caution, caution.
I'm Richard Regan, got 4 tires. I'm second of guys with 4 tires.
Closed.
I need new underwear.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, Move Avenger. Sometimes it's all about that wreck avoidance.
All right, looks like you're going to be lining up behind 46.
Whew. Well, I don't think Tyler and Will are going to pit. 19 and the 30 are not going to pit now. That was not enough laps for them to be wanting tires, so I think we're going to restart right here in 4th.
Road is open.
That took out some good trucks. That took out the 23. Or I think he got some damage in that. 23 was in that. The 22 was in that. And is Gerald going down to fix damage? Looks like he is.
Got the lucky dog. Lap down car coming.
Well, that changes things for sure. We're gonna have less than 40 laps when this goes green too.
You're gonna be lining up behind the 31.
I still think pitting was the right call on that particular one. Just with the number of laps that were left, even if we get a long enough run, then the couple of guys that get to pit and use their tires are going to be behind so many guys who don't have tires anymore. And then it's going to be a real short run to the finish. So we'll see how it works out. Uh-oh.
All right, that was the net code incident between the 22 and the 54. You guys had about a foot in between you. And then the 54 is the left front glitched into the right rear of the 22.
No, it doesn't put Adams on the lead lap again because he can't get the wave around. He's actually still 2 laps down.
Code, I feel like I'd be in the top 5 in points,
Is it 1 to go or 2 to go?
So 89's now in a spot where he can theoretically, we're at 2 to green,
To go.
start getting lucky dogs. But yeah, he's trapped 2 laps down. I'm showing him as 2 down. And yeah, there are 4 of them 2 laps down, so He can try to get that lucky dog position, but that requires... I don't know what's going on over there on the standings. That's weird.
Coming to 1 to go, boss man.
So we're going to have 39 laps to go when we go green.
You're going to be on the outside here on the start. Make sure you get that top groove cleaned off.
It's weird that the top left is off like that. No, it shows him down at the bottom of the thing in 17th spot, 2 laps down. Campbell disconnected. Wow. Dang. So that took Campbell out. All right, here we go. So we're not going on pace car, not going on green. We go on 19. And the 19 goes, we go. And we hope that the 30 doesn't jam us up.
Pace car's off. Are you ready?
Nice clean restart.
1 minute 4:22:39. Outside. Outside clear. Outside. Still there.
Should be able to clear the 30 pretty quick.
Still there. On your clear. Clear.
Never mind. Now he slides up and we're going to go to the inside.
Outside. Still out there. Awesome.
Here we go, clear now.
0.199.
Now I got to try to get after him. 46 is on the same tires as me, so I want to try to get to him before he can get clear of the 19. Ideally, I'd like to get past him before he gets past the 19, and I need to get up to them quick. I might just have to pay for the cabs. That's probably what he's supporting more.
Go ahead, Christian, I'll give you the corner.
Thank you. The other thing is Richard Regan did out-qualify me. And I don't know if I was actually faster than him on the long run. I was in front of him on the track. He was able to slip by because of a restart, but the only reason I was in front of him was because he had contact with the 22. So I was not necessarily objectively faster in any way. There's no evidence that I'm objectively faster than the 46. Yep, just keep her smooth. 35 to go. Tyler's going to have his hands full trying to keep fresher tires at bay for 35 laps. Both of them in sight right now.
4-9.
That corner I gained a 10th. Regan's maybe falling back a little bit from Tyler right now. If I can get on him and get past him, that's going to be real interesting whether I can get Tyler or not.
31.594.
Completing lap 94. That was a good corner. It'll be 30 laps to go this time by now. Just keep it going nice and smooth. Found something in 1 and 2. I can brake a little bit deeper than I have been.
31.652.
It's only half a second to Tyler.
31.775.
That's a bump. He showed him the bumper. Show me the bumper. Got a little bit of rear wheel spin there.
701.
It's now 2/10 up to him. Come on. Oh, we got a new sub. Gimme Zell, thank you for the sub, much appreciated. Welcome to the family. Let's get some sub hype in there.
31.977.
Lost a couple tenths there. Trying to gain it back. No pressure out back. It's all about what's out the windshield. 25 laps to go.
Pushed way too hard in that corner. I didn't even push up that high.
Don't know how many more times I can let him slam the door on me like that. I don't want to have an EOL for causing a wreck, but at some point you gotta put it in there. He's got a good run now on Tyler.
31.836.
Tyler's gonna slide a little wide. I didn't get a good corner that time, I was too slow. Half a second, we got 22 to go.
31.983.
It's really hard to pass here. Tried to gas it up a little bit too early. That cost me a 10th. Richard's trying high entry. I might be able to, if he leaves the door open to the inside again, I might be able to try to outbrake him on corner entry. See, he's leaving that inside lane open. If I enter shallow, I might be able to get to the inside and try to get by him if I'm close enough to do it. Less than 20 laps to go.
31.906.
Taking a look. Tenths, 3/10. Tyler, very impressive that he's holding us off with those older tires.
31.99.
Looking right there now. Richard's looking for any opening that he can get on Tyler. I'm looking for anything that I can get on Richard. And Tyler's just trying to keep it straight. Lost a little bit of time off for there.
32.258.
Got to get that time back now. It's just so hard to get a run off the corners the way that I need to. Both of these guys are doing a really good job of hooking it up off the corner and getting the drive off. And my strength has been on corner entry rather than exit more. Jeremy Adams trying to come up and get a lap back the hard way.
31.985.
And if he does it and then a caution comes out, he would get back on the lead lap. So I don't blame him for trying. He's not here yet, but he's coming. There's 12 laps to go.
32.031.
It's an odd situation because, you know, even though he's 2 laps down to us right now, it's not like he doesn't have anything to race for because, as I said, if he gets to 1 lap back and then gets the lucky dog, he would be back on the lead lap.
.344.
How is he so much quicker?
.032.
Inside 10 to go.
See what you can get it.
Oh, Richard's taking a look to the inside. But there's nothing for it. He's using the bumper.
.263.
Tyler's shutting the door.
Outside. Clear, clear.
I've got the 89 right on my bumper. Hope that he plays it respectful.
32.408.
Understands what's going on here. 46, giving the 19 shots in the corner. Oh, he's real loose getting off the corner. Looks like the 89's backed off.
192.
Gonna be 6 laps to go next time by. Overdrove that one. Gave the 46 a little bit of space.
32.367.
Tyler's actually the one who got me into this league. At Zone 15 on Twitch. He's driving it like there's no tomorrow right now.
How about the board?
32.
Appreciate it.
272. 5 laps to go this time by.
Five to go. Tyler's actually working a little bit of a gap. We accordion back together, and then we'll get a little bit of a gap, and then we close back up again. Having trouble staying right on top of them the way that I need to. Every time I get real close, I'll slip a little bit and lose that time. Passing at this track is just really tough. Gonna be 2 to go next time by.
Sorry, I didn't know you were letting me go.
I'm about to run out of gas.
Two to go.
It's gonna be 2 to go. 32.19.
I think Tyler's got this thing.
Go low on damage.
White flag. I didn't get the runoff before that I needed right there.
White flag this time. 32.285.
I will be happy with third place. Wish I could have gotten a win, but I will take third. Better than I probably should have been able to finish. Nicely done, Tyler. Very well done. Good racing, guys. That was those last 30, 40 laps were awesome.
Checker flag.
Oh, that was a great race, guys. Thanks.
You did a really good job, and you drove really well today. Sorry that it didn't pan out. Guys, you prepared a great race car.
That's just racing. That was fun.
I'm top 3, which means I get interviewed, I think. So I got a big team speak
got me
up.
one time with that last bump.
Yeah.
I got top 3 to Team
Stephen Coder iRacing, thank you for the biddies. Reem, thank you for the biddies.
Cup Series practice tonight at 11 p.m. if anybody's interested. Testing the Cup car at the Bull Ring. And then next week, the Truck Series will be at Eldora.
Black flag again, thanks for the bids. Much appreciated.
Nice race, John.
What series is the cup car running at Eldora at? Or, I'm sorry, at the Bull Ring.
All right.
We will be partnering with CEA next year, and they have a Cup Series on Thursday night. We're just testing out some different track combinations with the Cup cars all.
Now that sounds really cool.
Whoa!
Yeah, if you guys want to come out,
Reem, thank you.
Cup,
1 bit for every gear.
All one word.
G. Benson, thanks for the bits. Much appreciated.
Good win, Tyler.
Let's get TeamSpeak
Good
updated.
win. Good win, Tyler.
All the
Good
cheers
finish,
coming through.
John.
Thank you, guys. That's awesome. I appreciate all of you. Crew X Revenge, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Let's see.
Good race, John.
Yeah, you too, man.
Microphone muted. Sound muted.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and mute for a second there. But we'll get the... let's see. I'm going to go do the Chrome Horn recap while I wait for interview. All right. I want to go from the chopper view. Well, that helps a lot. Drive around the track in reverse. No thanks. There's that contact between the 22 and the 46. 46 did a great job recovering from that. 4 scrapes the wall. One scraping the wall. Shay Ben, thank you for the biddies, mate. 500 bits from you. Really appreciate that. That's awesome. That's a good way to cap off a pretty rough week. I'll trade I rating for good finishes in the leagues any day. Cars, 30 trucks scraping the wall there. 31 into the wall. Nice debut for the Pot Bangers truck. Wish I could have gotten the win, but that was pretty cool. Thanks, Shaben. Let's see. Rubber ducky time, there's a, if you go into options, controls, and then you scroll down to replay controls, then you can set keys for next incident and previous incident. "31 got the wall a bunch of times. Yeah, it's very nice for streaming to be able to do this little recap at the end. There's the 03 spinning around. That was the first caution we got. Backed it into the fence. And our decision to pit there was the right one. A little bit of a checkup there. Nothing too serious. Look at this, though. 3 and 4 wide. Oh, I don't know that that's netcode, man. It's definitely a rough deal. But that was, I want to look at that again. Here we go. Yep, excuse me. Thank you very much. I'm coming through. That was just a racing deal. They're all stacked on top of each other. I don't know. I guess maybe the 22's at fault, but that was just hard racing in my opinion. As knotted up as they were, I wasn't expecting that to work out. Uh-oh, Mike, how'd it go? I'm not calling you a bad driver. How you doing, Lide? Sorry for the little bump that I gave you. You know that there's nothing. It seemed to wake you up, though. You just drove away from me after I gave you a couple taps. There's a bump from the 46. You did give me one at Richmond. That's right. Oh, Caden, man. That sucks. You've been having luck like I have at Bristol this week. Just can't catch a break. Oh, you weren't trying until I got... Yeah, no, I know. I did notice, like, as soon as I gave you one tap, you were like, boom, gone. And you just left me in the dust. Tyler, Mr. Zone 15, big time congrats. You ended up finishing 20th, Mike? Ouch. Yeah, I heard you were running 13th or 14th at one point. K to 0, X lap 180, wow. You go to Indy tomorrow to test your ARCA car. Nice. That'll be fun. Are you testing it at Lucas Oil, I'm guessing? Definitely glad that I did this instead, that I had this to do instead of the NIS race. Bristol likely would have just induced more rage. Oh yeah, man. Well, driving a real car is just better than driving this stuff. But yeah, good debut for the Pot Bangers scheme. Top 3 at the Milwaukee Mile. That was a lot of fun. Still going to call it IRP. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not big a fan of the corporate track name either.
Oop. Sound muted.
So what was that, Grandpa? I did pass you, didn't I? Yeah, you finished a couple spots behind me. Oh, you're talking to Lide. Yeah, I finished in front of you. Yeah, Lide and Peterson both had damage from that big wreck. I can't wait till that new damage model comes out, man. It's going to be awesome. They're doing it right. I'm so excited. So when I was looking at that incident, I want to go back and look at that. It honestly did not look like netcode to me. Oh, wait, maybe. Let me see. Oh, yeah. There is contact. That ain't a foot, though. It's not much space. Dirt racing right now. I'm waiting for my interview. And then... No, I'm not throwing you under the bus. It's close, man. It was a racing deal. You guys were almost 4 wide. It did look like... See, the thing is... And the spotter's not doing you any favors because he's probably not calling you 4 wide here. He's probably calling you outside. He might get you 3 wide, but he's not counting the 23 as being part of the deal. But the 54 is having to give him to the 23, so he was a little bit lower, I think, than you were expecting him to be. That's just a really tough deal with how jammed up it was. That was a really frantic restart. And B. Wilkes calling out Kenny Lowry. Interesting. Now wait a minute. Where I want to see. Oh, Gerald got just straight into the back of Peterson in this. He had nowhere to go. All that starts and then he must have had engine damage. Yeah, I was running real low all night as well. I thought it ran well. New truck looks good, I think. Yeah, you rebound. You recovered well from that damage. 6th place. There's no shame in that. Sometimes it's just right place, right time. When I saw all that developing, I was able to just get down low, and I was fortunate that you guys stayed up high. Yep, that definitely makes up for the bad week. Let me just show you my my view coming off the corner here. Think you should have taken 2? Yeah, tires didn't seem to be, particularly the lefts didn't seem to matter too much, so maybe I should have taken 2 as well. Although Gerald took 2, and it didn't work out well for him. All right, G. Benson. Good deal, man. I'll have to... let's see. I can probably shoot you a raid if you're up and going by the time I wrap up. Let me see. Go ahead and follow you right now so that you show up, and then there we go. Whoa, who's that? Corey has no life. Thanks for the host. I'm just wrapping up here. Not too much to see at the moment. But yeah, welcome. How you doing? That last run, I got close to these guys for a little bit, and then just every time I would get close, I couldn't quite make the move. You're a little sick, no stream. I hate to hear that, man. I hope you feel better soon. Looks like I'm gonna get pulled in now.
You were moved. Microphone moved.
Here, John. David Schildhouse up in the LSR TV booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you guys doing?
A great run tonight. You get yourself a third-place finish, matches your third-place position in the point standings, and you see a guy like Christian Peterson run into trouble. So you make up some points. Tell us about your night.
Pretty good night. No real drama. Just, riding consistent. Without being able to shift here at Milwaukee, it's a pretty tame race. So, good solid debut for the pot bangers Chevy Silverado.
Well, it looked pretty good, and you watched one heck of a fight for the lead between Tyler Dalton and Richard Regan Jr. there in front of you over the closing 15 or 20 laps. Were you kind of secretly hoping that they got into each other and maybe you could luck into a win?
I mean, I was trying my best to see if there was a way that I could move around Richard and challenge Tyler for the lead. I knew that Richard and I were both on better tires than Tyler was, so it's just so hard to pass at Milwaukee. It's really a single groove racetrack, and again, without being able to downshift in the third, I was really having trouble getting the run off of the corners that I needed. Maybe with some more practice, I could have figured out a line that would work for that, but I was just struggling with trying to get the position inside. So yeah, I mean, obviously I was sitting there looking, if opportunity opened the door like it did when the 22 and the 54 got together and caused that big stack up, I was definitely going to take advantage for sure.
Yeah, you got to take advantage at this sort of racetrack. And so when you got two guys battling in front of you and you see bumpers being exchanged and all that, but you also have a little bit of pressure from a lapped car behind you. Tell us how that was affecting your race.
That was interesting because I knew on my stream we'd been tracking, the 89 ran out of fuel and got himself 2 laps down. So I knew when I saw him coming up, I knew that what he was thinking, which was if he can get 1 lap back the hard way and then a caution comes out, he gets the lucky dog, he's back on the lead lap. So when I saw him start to close in, I was definitely aware. But when he noticed that we were, that it was only like 10 laps to go, he didn't really put up a ton of pressure. So I really appreciate Jeremy, being aware of the situation and respecting that the three of us were running for a race win and not putting too much pressure on me once he got to my bumper.
Yeah, definitely the classy move there by Jeremy Adams, who had some speed himself. Certainly proved it there. So you bring home a third-place finish. The points leader has a bad night, and you do better than William Kempf, who's your next closest competitor. Only came in 3 points behind you for that third position. So a good points day for you. How does the rest of the season, 10 races left to go, how does it sort of pan out for you, and what do you see happening?
So I actually haven't looked too far. I kind of just look at what the next race coming up is. I know we've got one more dirt track, I think, on the schedule, which I am not good at dirt. So that's going to be a weak spot for me, but I think that the rest of the season should play out well. Hopefully I'll have a little bit more time to maybe get some testing in, and we'll see. This is my first year in any leagues, much less this one, so seeing myself in the top 3 in points feels really good, but obviously you always want to try for more. The Christian Peterson's got a pretty big lead at this point. It would take a lot for me to try to make a run at him. And also, you know, with Tyler finishing in front of me again and getting to second win of the season, he's in second place. So it's going to be tough, but I'm feeling really good about where I am at this point in the season. I never thought I'd be this high up in the standings in a league like this.
Yeah, certainly a great effort. Nothing to hang your hat on or hang your head about. It's a solid run, especially for your first foray into league racing. So, John, I'll put it to you. The microphone is all yours. Third place finish tonight. Give a shout out to friends, family, and sponsors who helped get you here to the racetrack.
Yeah, certainly. So, you know, big shout out to Pot Bangers. They're a local 503C, I think it is, 5013. Anyway, they're a charitable organization here in St. Louis that basically, you know, cooks food and gets it to those who need it. So very good organization. You can check them out at potbangers.org. That's potbangers with a Z. Also, shout out to all my viewers on Twitch. In particular, you know, G Benson 208. He's always throwing the bit cheers and stuff my way, so appreciate that. We had a bunch of other folks hanging out tonight. My moderators do a good job. When I get the occasional troll that comes in, they wrangle that pretty quickly so I can stay focused on what I'm doing on the track. And yeah, so pretty good stuff. Definitely, you know, definitely one shout out to Corey Bush as well. You know, the campaign didn't go the way that we wanted, unfortunately, but you know, really appreciate her run, and it was a real pleasure having her on the truck in the closing weeks of the campaign.
Fantastic stuff there, John. Congratulations on a well-earned third place finish here tonight. We'll look forward to seeing you next week at Eldora.
Cool. Thanks, guys. See you then.
Third place finisher John Theodore matches his third place in the point standings. Good run, makes up some points on Christian Peterson as well. So a good run overall for him. So seemingly with, like we said, Andrew, at the top of the show, Christian Peterson runs into a couple of issues, puts these guys right in the wheelhouse to make up some points and maybe shake things up in this championship fight.
Sound muted. Channel switched.
Alrighty. So there was the interview. Always fun when I get top 3 in one of these leagues and get to do an interview. Can I bet crash now for Eldora? It's not a bad bet, Bill. Just saying. I'm going to have to do some practice, and I might connect up with some of you guys for some dirt track practice this week. So let's go ahead and save that replay. And we'll take a look at the results. Close this stream out. And yeah, we'll get you guys sent over to G Benson, assuming that he's up and running by the time we finish this out. So congratulations again to Tyler, second win of the season. Awesome work, man. Led 48 laps. I hung right in there, just didn't have enough at the end to make the passes for position and get him by. But that was a fun race. So really happy with that. Happy with my performance there. Happy with the finish. Alrighty, so that's going to close it out for the YouTube portion of this. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and hit the like button down there if you made it. Let me know that you made it to the finish of this one. Hit subscribe so that you can get notifications when I upload new videos. And head over to twitch.tv/John_A_Theodore. Hit the big old heart to follow my channel and pop in next time to see the live broadcast. Peace out.